In this video, we will learn to create a drop-down menu component. So for this, inside the component folder, create a file with name dropdown menu.jsx and generate the basic component code. And then import this inside the app component. Drop-down menu, and now you can see this is imported inside the app component, and here I will add some text. Drop down menu. Now see this inside the browser. Here you can see we have the text. That means component is connected with the app component. Now here we will create a button, drop down, and a list of options. Div option 1, and this is going to be the list flags direction column. Okay, so let's see in the browser. Now you can see this is the drop down, this is the option. For this I can add some classes quickly. Border padding from X, padding by 2, and similarly for this one option class border bottom padding X, 4 padding Y, 3. Okay, now if I click on this, it should show the list, otherwise it will hide the list. This is something what we have to do. For the button I can add bg blue light. Let me add a light color here, and also we can make the button full width, or we can just show the button like this, and once we click on it, it will show the drop down option here. I will also fix the width, class width 80, that means 320 pixel, and mx auto, that means it will make it inside the center. And I will also add a border for the options. Okay, border X from the left, right, and border top, border top. And also I will add some space from the top, margin top 5. Okay, so now if I click on the drop down, it will show the options. So this is something what I have to achieve with the React.js. Let me add few more margins from the top so that it looks better. Now we have this button, and we have to show the list. For the button, rounded MLG. Okay, this looks more like the button. Now I will create some states here. One is to open this, like is open, set is open. That means it will say set the true if the drop down is open. It will set to false if the drop down is closed. So for this I will use useState hook from the React, and by default it will be false. And once I click on the button on click event, here I will use on click event, and here I will toggle the is open value. Okay, so now it will be open, and close, or the state value will be true and false. If the open is true, That means if this is true, then I will show the list of options. So this is something we have to do. Now you can see when I click on it, it shows the list, and if I click again, it hides the list. So this is how the drop down works. Now what if we have to show multiple options here? For this, I will create options array, or what you can do, you can use the props here like options, and then you can show the options. But now I am just using this like I'm only adding the options here, like option 1, option 2, and option 3. Option 1, option 2, and option 3. Let's suppose if somebody want to become the developer, so they should have some languages like the programming languages. So what I can do, programming languages. Okay, now here we should have the options. So here dot map options dot map option, and then return the option this way. Here I will show the option. Now you can see we have 1, 2, and 3 option here. For this I can say React.js, Next.js, and Node.js. Okay, and what you will learn, something like this. If I click on it, I will see it. You will see here I have the options, and sometimes we can just show the drop downs like the profile or the settings. Somewhere you might be using this like this settings. If I click on the settings, it will say the options, profile, edit profile, or in the end we can say appearance, and in the last logout. So this is how you can manage the drop down options. So once you will click on it, it will show the options, and if you click again, it will hide the option. So this is how we have created the drop down. What else we can do in this? We can do one more thing. If we user click outside of this drop down, then it should also hide the drop down. This is the next functionality that we are going to do in this. So let's use the hook useEffect this way, and this is going to be an arrow and with a empty dependency. So this is the useEffect hook. Let me combine all of them because these are all of these are exported from the same useEffect. I don't need the 2 extra lines here. Okay, this is fine. Now I have to use a event handler, like if the click outside. For this I will manage a function const handle on click outside. Okay, so this is the function that I'm going to use for it. Here arrow function, and if I clicked outside, it will hide the drop down. That means that is option false. This is what I have to manage. And also inside the use effect, I will use document dot add event handler, sorry, event listener, add event listener, and drop mouse down. That means if mouse button is pressed, then we will call this function handle click outside. Also we have to clear the event listener. if we are going out of the component. This time we will use the return, and here I will add document dot remove event listener. So it will remove that event, that is mouse down and handle click outside. Now what we have to do is we have to handle this thing here, because this is an event, so here we will get an event. For handling the outside click, we are going to use the useRef hook also. Here I will create drop down reference, and here I will use useRef. So this is also the from the React library, and here I will say initially null, and this is also with the same hooks, and here I will use this inside the wrapper. So this is the drop down, complete drop down. It includes everything, like the, let me format it. It includes everything, the button and the options. So here I will use that reference ref and the name of the reference. So this is the drop down reference. This I will use inside the handle on click outside. Here I will check if drop down reference dot current and drop down dot current contains event dot target. So this is what I am going to check here. If this contains it, then it will say something in the console.log. Yes, it contains it. Otherwise it will say, you can say you clicked outside. So this is something what I have to see in the console. So for this I will use this, and in here in the inspector I will check for the click. Yes, it contains it. If I click outside, you will see you clicked outside. If I click inside this, you will see yes, it contains it, otherwise it says you clicked outside. So this is what we are going to use here. So if it is clicked outside, then I will set it off, otherwise it will be on. So let's see back inside this. If I click here, if I click inside this, you will see the message, the count is increasing here, this one. And if I click outside, you will see you clicked outside and the drop down is now closed. So this is how we can create a drop down, and on the outside click we can also close it. I hope you got the thing. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment, and thank you for watching.